Hello, 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 everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Kuru Kuratman, Big Gaming, what's up? What's up? Welcome, welcome. How are you guys doing today? All right, today I wanted to do a little bit of testing. Most specifically, this rage reduction, right? I wanna see if this is like I wanna confirm that this is gonna work with Arthur's rage reduction. Where is it? Yeah, this fourth skill. And also I wanna confirm that it is gonna be working with Baichi's the Smite Talent Tree's talent. And also just for in case I wanna test it with Qinshi as well, the Rage Drain effect, and see if it's working with these three type of rage reduction. So that's all we are gonna be testing today. Yo, Irgundir, what's up? Grow me the green. How's it going, bro? It's going great. How are you guys doing? Yeah, but like, how much value am I losing with the 5515 Sun Tzu Prime and not Expertise? You're losing not that much of a value. It's not that much of a value. It's okay. I mean, whenever he is Expertise, he is becoming a little bit better, right? But you're not really losing all too much value because 5515 is like almost like only half the cost, right? Try it with Guan Yu. Guan Yu? What? Bro, there's no synergy, right? I mean, you can use, but also, by the way, guys, I am not going to max Vercingetorix. I'm not gonna max this guy, but I'm just gonna summon this guy, and it's just for the second skill. I wanna make a guide video on this guy, you know, like understanding this commander like fully. So, you know, before I make the guide video, I need to understand this guy myself fully, you know. Did you max Vercingetorix? No. So I'm not gonna max this guy. I think I'm just gonna leave this guy as it is, like this, and that's it. I am not even gonna make him level 4. Should I? Let's see. Whenever the shield granted by this commander is broken, their troop immediately gain 50 rage and 5% more normal damage for 5 seconds. I think I'm not gonna level this guy because here I'm gaining 5% more normal damage. Here I'm gaining direct combo and smite damage. So I guess it's fine. But yeah, I'm only here, you know, we're only here to test this one, and that's it. We need to test this with various combinations, okay? Hello, happy Sunday, Iceman. Happy Sunday to you as well. Billy, which unit type should I play as an F2P? So lately I do recommend Archer. Actually, it's just because Qinshi Huan. You're playing Archer, you're focusing on your newer players, focusing on your Archer techs and Archer equipment, and then whenever your KK2 ends, you are swapping for Qinshi Huan and continue playing Archer. That's the idea. But I mean, I think you can play whatever troop you want, honestly. It's up to you. Sun Tzu Prime Versi is better than Sun Tzu Prime William Wallace. I'm not sure about that, man. I'm not sure about that. I am not too sure about that. I'm not too sure about that. I mean, I have seen some testing, right? Chis did some testing and also Cortex as well. I watched the video and everything. Yeah, Sun Tzu Prime Vercingetorix was doing quite okay, but then again, you know, like it's the open field, right? The testing was done dueling, so dueling can show a little bit different effect. Dueling can, I mean, I'm not denying that it's completely wrong, right? You cannot like assume anything from dueling, but still, Sun Tzu Prime, I would still run Sun Tzu Prime with William Wallace if I have William Wallace, although I don't have William Wallace myself, right? All right. Where is my Vercingetorix? Do you guys know what is this effect is called in the reports? Yeah, this effect. Whenever I cause the enemy to lose 100 rage, I am gaining damage bonus. So I just need to test this. Let's see. Let's attack a barb and check out the report. And let's check out what it's actually saying in the report. Like, what is the effect? I think Babur suit Vercingetorix well. Man, you guys are already cooking for siege units as well. I'm sure Mr. Siege did some theory crafting with Vercingetorix within siege units, right? Don't pick pure infantry for account. You will struggle 4 years and still will struggle after 4 years. So pick archers as content creator here says. Yo, I started as infantry, yo, my guy. I started as infantry. I was an infantry player, and I did not really struggle, man. I enjoyed it. It's just right now, Qin Shi Huang is just way too overpowered that he needs to be there. There is a little bit of problem when you are playing archers early game, right? Whenever you are upgrading your buildings early game, it costs a lot of stones. You know, a building costs a lot of stones and wood. And when you are training archers, it costs stones. And also, all of the like Lohar's Trail event, right? This Lohar necklace and these ones. The supply box, I think they give some stones. Yeah, they do give some stones, but the Lohar necklaces, I don't think they give you... I don't think the Lohar necklaces gives you stones. So basically, all of the like extra events and stuff, they are giving you a lot of food and wood, which is required to train infantry. So food and wood is quite easily available, but stone is a little bit less just because you're using the stones early game to upgrade. That's the only problem, but if you just make a couple of farm accounts, then that issue is gone. All right, let's check out the report. Oh man, I wonder what would be the effect is called. Let's check out the name of this skill. Battle of Gergovia. Yeah, let's check that. We can search battle. Yeah, there we go. All right. It procced on turn 17. That is lost 10 rage. Wow. 20% chance to reduce and 3% cooldown. It should proc on average every like 8 turns though, but the first proc was on turn 17. That's quite surprising. I mean, at the end of the day, it is RNG. There we go, turn 20. So now it procced off cooldown. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now here is gonna be the 10th, so 100 rate reduction total. Where is the buff? Yeah, this is the 10. Yo, Pinocchio, welcome back to the kitchen crew. Appreciate you, man. Crit Silent Trail, huh? Silent Trail, huh? I don't think I have Silent Trail though. I mean, I think I can craft Silent Trail just to test this, but it should work. Combo attack smite damage bonus due to domination effect from battle of this. So it does say domination effect, but here unfortunately you don't really. Yeah, 1 stack of domination effect. Okay, domination effect. Guys, remember this. This damage bonus is domination effect. Unfortunately, it doesn't show in the temporary buffs. It's not like 1% stuff, right? Domination. So domination effect fucked here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turns, of course. And then it procced way over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, domination effect. There you go. Now we know. Now we know. Okay. Maybe I should. Let's do this. Domination effect. Okay. So notes. Let's do some notes. First is domination effect. Okay. Let me do this. Yep. Now, do I have Silent Trail blueprint? I do. Yeah, let's test Silent Trail, man. I think it's gonna work, but just in case. Just in case. I can craft this. And then whenever I need the materials, I can dismantle this guy. So I'm not really losing anything. It's just only 8 million gold. So I'm fine with that. All right. Well, we are unlocking the Vercingetorix secrets one by one. That is a very, very fancy way to say it. There you go. Oh no, I need to reach. Okay, it's fine. I can use primary commander. Hey, Big Daddy coming in with 5 gifties. Appreciate you, my guy. Much love. Welcome everybody to the kitchen crew. We also have the emoji for Big Daddy. Big supporter for the channel. Thank you, man. Thank you. Now let's go ahead and test this guy with Arthur. So let's do this. Let's test this guy with Arthur. And then I am gonna be putting Silent Trail on Arthur as well. So we are gonna be testing it separately one by one. Leadership. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Hopefully my Arthur is not gonna kill this guy very, very fast. Now, the domination effect. The domination effect. Again, welcome everybody. Welcome. Appreciate you, my guy, Big Daddy. Good evening, everyone. Let's see Chef Cook. Yeah, spam that Big Daddy emoji. We also have a Big W emoji. Hey, Billy, what's with your migration? Didn't you want to migrate after KK? Yes, I did. So my idea is I want to migrate to Imperial Kingdom, and all of the Imperial Kingdoms are currently in a KK. So I'm just waiting. It is very, very boring stuff right here. I don't want to be like sitting here doing nothing, but you know, I want to go to Imperium and experience like a true Imperium KK, couple of KKs, and see. Probably I'm gonna get bored at some point. All right, the domination effect actually procced on turn 3 right away. Aha, look at this. So yeah, the Arthur's instant proc damage procced right away, right? This was good. And this guy lost 10 rage from this effect. And then yeah, here lost 100 rage due to Arthur's this guy. Whenever it launches combo attack or deals direct damage, it has 30% chance to reduce all targets rage by 100 every second. So here's 100, so 110, and then here is another 100, and we have procced the domination effect. So let's adjust the note, and the answer is yes. Yes, Arthur works. Okay. There you go. Now it is time to test the silent trail. Let's test the silent trail. For that, I think I can use... Let's use Liu Che. Let's put the silent trail on Liu Che. Liu Che doesn't have any rage reduction effects, both with the skills and talents. But he can do combo damage. So it's just gonna make the testing a little bit easier for us. There we go. Let's get this part. He works with Sun Tzu because Sun Tzu has a very fast skill cycle, so because of that, Verci shields are constantly up. What is the cooldown on... What is the... It's 5 seconds of duration, right? And it's only one other target, right? How many guys can he shield? Let me just see. Let me just see. So yeah, he is shielding himself with this. And then he is also shielding troop with the lowest HP, so one more guy. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I understand. Now I kind of understand why Sun Tzu Verci did very well on duels. Just like Avad Group says. He was having the shield uptime quite a bit, so that's why he was mitigating quite a bit amount of damage, which is why making him win the duels, right? Let's check domination effect right here. So domination effect actually procced on turn 8, much faster, which means it automatically, we can say that the silent trail effect is helping. So let's just count. 10 rage here, another 10 rage, so that's 20, 30, 40. Yeah, look at this. Silent Trail is reducing 10 rage every turn. 50 and 60. Silent Trail actually procced twice here. This is because Luce procced combo damage, so it reduced the rage twice. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Domination effect started proccing here, so we must have missed one 110 rage. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and domination. And 11. And where is that domination effect? Yeah. Wait. 7, 8, 9, 10. This is the 10 rage. Yeah, okay. So yeah, Silent Trail works, okay? As expected. But who knows, man? Who knows? Sometimes we all know that sometimes the skills can work very weirdly. It's hard to trust Lilith. Silent Trail works. Okay. Now we are gonna be testing the Smite Talent Tree Rage Reduction. Easy peasy. We just use my Chi. I could also use my Sun Tzu, but let me just use my Bai Chi. And let's find a single target. Let me just... Hopefully I don't kill this guy fast. Let's see. Yo, Car, what's up? Oscar, hello. Please tell me he's a waste. I wanna prove my haters wrong. Yo, Dom, what's up? I think we're just testing, like, trying to fully understand the second skill, right? The rage reduction stuff. But I still believe that you don't really need to invest into Vercingetorix. I've been saying that he's very specific investment. This guy is for players who is running like 6 or 7 marches, and you are building yourself a support march, right? You don't have Philip. If you already have Philip, then I don't see the point where you are investing into Vercingetorix and spending like entire lot of golden heads on him, right? Unless you get free MGEs. But yeah, I mean, both Philip and Vercingetorix, they are both like equally good option for support march, I would say. And they are only for 6th or 7th march. That's the only condition. If you're thinking about investing into him as your 4th or 5th march, right, just because he seems okay, then I highly suggest not to. Because we have to remember that there are gonna be new open field commanders coming in, right? Archers, cavalry, like in 6 months, 5 months, new infantry. So yeah, he's not gonna be like, never invest into like a filler investments. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. Like, we should be investing into commander that is like proven overpowered or very powerful. Gotta say. Rally and Garrison number 1. Is he good on Rally Garrison, by the way? Did you guys see someone testing, or did you test? Do the other shield proc 4th skill like coin or inscription our second commander? Ah, that's actually good question as well. Let's see. That's actually interesting question. I think coin or like other effects does count towards this as well. I think it does count. I think it does count. We can test it with like maybe a Martel or something like that, right? Someone who is given another shield. But I think it will work. I don't want to craft coin, by the way. I don't want to craft coin. That's a legendary inscription, and whenever I dismantle that, it's half of the material gone. So no, I do have the blueprint, but I will not craft it. All right, let's see. Domination effect. Domination effect. Not demon. Why did I write demon? Domination effect was procced on turn 17, so that is kind of slow. Lost rage. Lost. Hold on a second. Let's see. Wait. Lost 10 rage. Let's see. Lost 10 rage. 1, 2. Wait. Ah, okay. So, like, we can instantaneously understand that the Smite Launcher also procs this, because here you are lost 10 rage with this Vercingetorix skill, right? But the domination effect procced on turn 17, and the next the 10 rage lost procced on turn 29. So this means that lost 45 rage. Yeah, look at this. So 10 rage, turn 3, if I remember correctly, here 45, here another 45. So that is 90 and 100 rage total. 100 rage total. Yeah. So Smite Talent Tree works. Smite Talent Tree works. Yo, GKX, what's up, man? Can you please show Vercingetorix tree? I don't have him maxed. I don't have him maxed. I don't have a commander for support and versatility though. Leadership, but most likely I will get the Cage of Thorns, and I will get this strategic prowess effect and troop capacity for open field. Yeah, here I'm getting the march speed, and because I will be running single troop tap, I think that is about it. With the rest of the point, I might try to get some march speed here as well. So yeah, basically I'm going here. This strategic prowess is must-have talent. This Cage of Thorn, I would highly recommend getting this. And meanwhile getting this, you are getting the march speed talent anyways, right? I think there is a talent builder for Meta Rock. We'll check it out. We'll check it out. Okay, now we are gonna be testing with Chinshuhan, but I just had one thought. Whenever it causes enemy troop to lose 100 rage, right? So I don't think it doesn't matter when you change target, it's still gonna count the total 100, I think. It's gonna be quite challenging to test that though. It's gonna be quite challenging to test that. I think, hold on a second, let's do this. Liu Che, I think we can test that. I'm trying to simulate the feel, right? There is a lot of target changes. Probably whenever you change target, the total rage reduction is okay. I think it only resets when you go out of combat. But we can test that as well. Yeah, see, there is so many small things that we can test and understand. I need to attack a guy and not AoE attack, right? So let me just attack this guy. That's it. And then I will change my target to this level 36. And let's see if I'm gaining the effect. Okay, let's go here. I don't want to have like messed up report. Okay, so the first target was 30, this guy. Hopefully the domination effect did not proc here. Domination, it did proc on the turn 10. Okay, the domination effect procced on turn 10, which is not ideal. The second guy, this guy I was attacking, let's domination. Domination effect procced on turn 5. Alright, so lost 10 rage. Let's add up the rage lossing. 10. Wait. Yeah, domination effect, so 10. Probably it doesn't matter when you change your target. 40, 50, 60. Yeah, 60 rage and then domination effect proc, right? So it doesn't matter when you change the target. It will still proc. So it's just, it doesn't matter. Changing target doesn't matter, because if it mattered, then I have to build up the 100 rage on this secondary target again, right? So that is that. Now there's one more thing that I want to test, is that 2, 3, 4, 5. So I will go out of combat like this and then re-engage. I think going out of combat resets this. So we just hit him a couple of times. The silent trail did work, but not enough turns to actually proc the effect, right? Alright. New cap about the jaw dropping, mouth watering. It's fine, guys. I know that currently the state of cavalry is the worst for like than archer and infantry, right? It's just because they don't have, cavalry just doesn't have enough combo commanders yet. But you know, as the time goes by, the situation will change, without a doubt. Alright, so here is the secondary target. Domination effect should not have procced this. Domination. Oh no, it did proc. Hold on a second. Wait, I need to... let me just... The domination effect actually procced way early than expected. Let me just reset this. And then we'll try. So I'll attack this guy like 1 or 2 turns only. because I know that my Silent Trail is doing some work. Yeah. Yeah, cavalry soon should be fine. My guys, do not lose hope. My guys, do not lose hope. Do not lose hope. One, two, that's it. Only 2 turns, that's it. So here, the domination effect should not have procced, because not enough domination. Yep. Now let's attack this guy again. I think going out of combat does reset this. Logically, it should do that, so... But just in case, let's just test this. Silent Trail taking W's. Yeah, Silent Trail is making this effect proc way too fast. Is it good for F2P like GG? Vercingetorix is not really good for F2Ps. F2P players are not really playing enough marches, right? To reach to the point where you are making a support march. Again, support march is only 6th or 7th march. So I don't think Vercingetorix is there. F2P players mostly playing like 3, 4, 5 marches, right? Which is recommended. Playing quality 3 or 4 marches is recommended. And also, Kangam-chan is not really recommended for F2P players as well. He's a very, very good swarmer. But whenever there is another AoE combo guy comes in, Kangam-chan most likely gonna go out of the picture. So I don't really recommend Kangam-chan for F2P players. No, just be very patient. Domination effect has been procced on turn 6. Let's add up the rage. So 20... 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. This is turn 1. Okay. Yeah, as expected. Resets when you go out of combat. Resets when you go out of combat. Of course, but you know, it's worth testing. Hey brother, did you migrate? No, I have not. I have not. I wanna migrate to one of the Imperial Kingdoms, but they are currently all in a KK, so like I'm so bored, man. Luckily, my restart, I do have my restart account, and the KVK2 will begin very, very shortly. So I'm still gonna have something to do, right? All right, now let's test the Qin Rage Drain effect. GG good for F2P? No, GG is not. I don't recommend Kangam-chan for F2P. I do not. I want to ask something, but it's a bit OOT. I don't understand what is OOT. Now I'm using 2 infantry march with Sun Tzu Bai Chi for first. The question is, I'm a bit confused for the second march. I got LC, Scipio, Alex. What do you suggest? So for the second march, you can either use Scipio and LC or LC Alex. Like, that's the only option you have. And those march, both of them are gonna suck. They are not gonna do that well in today's meta, but you know, you don't have a choice. And what I recommend is in 5 months, we are gonna be getting a new infantry commander. So I would highly recommend for you to just be patient, wait for 5 months, and then you shall get the Smite Commander, the newest Smite Commander. Well, hopefully that guy is gonna be AoE and he's gonna be good. So that is your plan for the future. So right now, please don't like invest into anything like, for example, Vercingetorix, right? Don't invest into Vercingetorix or William Wallace or something like that, and then you end up, benching them in 5 months, right? So be patient, wait. There is one option for you, just in case if you are getting the Mightiest Governor event, right? If you get Ivar from MGE for free, right? That is the only option. If you get Ivar for free, and if you can manage Ivar at 5-5-1-1, right? For free, without investing any golden heads, then you can use Ivar for like 4 or 5 months until the new guy. So that is the only option, but only if you get him for free from MGE. No golden heads, just for free. Is he in the dailies, by the way? Is he in the dailies? Ivar is not in the dailies yet, right? Yeah, he's not. Yeah, he's not. So yeah, my guy. That's it. Okay, let's find a singular target. I don't want to do some AoE. Let's find a singular target. Let's find a single target right here. Okay, so the rage drain effect, let's see, rage drain. I am draining 15 rage from them per second. That means like the domination effect, very high chance to proc at like turn 6 or 7. Let's see. Maybe 7. If the rage drain effect counts. If it doesn't count, then it will show on the report. Victory 606 confirmed. 606 is ACID, he said Imperium car. Now car is trying to... So here's the thing, man. I would love to go to 606, but then again, it's just weird for me that both of my restart account and my main account, both of them are in the kingdom where Chad's account is, right? So, like, as a content creator myself, I wanna, like, you know, provide some, like, a different angle view or something, like different KKs or something like that, right? So, I would love to go there, but yeah. Then again, I don't want both of my accounts in a same, like in a chat kingdom, right? I also, whenever I'm trying to migrate my main account, I don't want my main account to go into a kingdom where there's already YouTuber in there. Just to show, like, if I go to like somewhere different, it will just, you know, show a different perspective, right? Different kingdom. So that is like, that is what I'm trying to do. So 2293, right? My guys invited me as well. I would love to go there as well, right? But there we have Chiss. Chiss is showcasing point of view of 2293. But so I would like to go to other kingdom that is showing another kingdom's POV, point of view. So that is what I'm trying to do. I mean, it's not gonna be interesting for you guys, like 2-3 YouTubers in the same kingdom showing the same KK, right? That's at least what I think. All right, so let's see. Domination effect triggered on turn 10. Okay, so this means there is very, very highly likely the chance that drain effect is working. So let's see, 15 rage here, lost 15 rage from Yeah. Yeah, 15 rich. Seal governors also. 15. Here's 115. 30. The 10 rich must have procced once somewhere. So 45 here. 60. 75. 90. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, battle of this guy procced on the turn 1. So that is total of 100 rage reduction. So yes, it does work with Qin Shi Huang's rage drain effect. Hu SH rage drain works. Okay. You want to come to my KD 1316? Seawheel is already there. Seawheel is already there. So that's what I'm saying, man. It's easy to be the only creator. Go to the kingdom where there are already 5 YouTubers so we can see if you can survive. Man, I promise you guys, if I go to Imperial Kingdom, like the DKP performance will be no problem for me, not an issue. I trust in my ability, I trust in my fighting techniques, everything, like no problem. Even if other accounts are running pilots and I am not gonna run pilot myself, right? I'm not gonna run pilots. Even if that is the case, I will not wipe floor. I will still be doing the DKP, no issue. That's how confident I am in my own abilities. Guys, you know, I'm not bragging, but I'm a quite gamer, you know. I'm a quite gamer. Which is why, because I'm a quite gamer, which is why I am doing all of this calculation. Because I want to get better. Okay. So Qin Shi Huang rage drain effect does work. It seems like every type of rage reduction, everything does work. Does work. Should we test the fourth skill? The shield. Now we can level him up to 4-star. Whenever a shield granted by this commander is broken, their troop immediately gain 50 rage, right? So, yeah, let's level him up to 4. Now, I don't want to craft coin. I definitely don't want to craft coin, okay? But I think we have a workaround to test this. Man, I have so much EXP tomes and gold stars. I wish I could transfer some of them to my restart account. Although I don't really need tomes and stars on my restart, actually. There's no other commanders that I want to level up. Alright. Yeah, let's do Martel. Yeah, let's do Martel. Okay. Now let's see. Let's see. Vercingetorix second skill is a boost? Wait a second. This one guy is a boost? If this is like a... I don't think this is a boost, but there is a chance that this might be a different multiplier. There might be a possible chance that this is a different multiplier. It's gonna be quite very tough to test that though. It's gonna be very, very tough to test that. We need to do a lot of calculation for it. So 50 rage, let's see. Yeah, I gained 50 rage here. Turn 5. Turn 36, I gained 50 rage. Cornered beast. Why it only procced 2 times? Why it only procs 2 times? Hey yo, we found some bug. Look at this. What is this? There's some coding error. We found some bug. Lilith, if you're watching this, look at this. What is this? P8 seconds. Okay, so I gained the mighty shield here. Turn 5 I gained 50 rage, right? Gained 50 rage. I only gained 250 rage. What is going on here? Ah, I see. So the shield has to get broken. The shield has to get broken to gain the rage, but the barb wasn't able to break our shield. I think that is possible explanation. So whenever you are having the shield without taking any damage, that's good. But whenever it's broken, then you gain rage. When damage is dealt, it appears at the bottom that this damage has been increased, similar to 4th Woolen Wallace skill. Okay, I see. How we can test that? How we can test that quite easily. I see, Adele, I see. There might be a possibility that thing is actually a multiplier. Who knows? Let's edit the notes. Second skill is multiplier. Let's answer this question. Second skill is multiplier. Let's answer this question. So, for those who do not know, William Wallace. Why William Wallace does insane amount of damage, right? Why William Wallace works good with Sun Tzu Prime is this 40% damage increase is actually a separate multiplier. It is not bonus. So it doesn't get a diminishing return effect with bonuses or boosts. This is just a separate multiplier, which is why, you know, he does so much single target damage whenever this procs. Now Adele is saying that this might be the same as well. This commander troop deals 1% more, blah blah blah. Okay, is the sentence similar? The chance that damage will be increased by it. So the sentence is actually a little bit different. How can I test this? I mean, we can go down to a route of like very, very intense calculation. I think we can do that. Wait a second. Where's my... Yeah, where... Let me check out my markswoman. Markswoman is a good candidate for that testing. I don't have any talents, right? Yeah, no talents. No thing. Anything. No normal damage bonus. Okay, so yeah, markswoman. I think I know how to test it. Wait, I need to duel myself. Let me go to my farm account and bring like 20k troops. Why don't you test in duels? The second skill, the rage stuff, we don't really need to test it in duels. We got our results. Okay, so 20,000. All right. Now let's go back to my account. Now this one we have to test this in duels to accurately calculate if it's actually a multiplier or not. It's gonna be very, very tough to calculate. Like 1% is very, very minuscule amount though. So 1% is very minuscule amount. How can I test this? How can I test this? I know how to test this. I know. I need to put a wedge formation. Yes, I need to put wedge formation. 12% skill, more skill damage. This is a bonus, right? So if it's a bonus, then we can calculate that it's gonna be 13% increase. But if it's not a bonus, then it's gonna be 13.2% increase. It's 0.2% difference. Hopefully we can find our answer with this testing. It's 0.2 is kinda not good because the Rise of Kingdoms does do some rounding up, so it might not be that easy for us to like pinpoint that. I'm gonna bring similar tier 4 archers. Actually, I cannot. 16,000 is gonna work. Yeah. Really my alliance. So let me just double check this guy. So I do gain direct damage bonus. There are no other bonuses, right? If this commander contains at least 2 different troop types, I gain 10% more damage, but I'm only using one troop type, so I'm not gaining anything else here. This gives me normal damage bonus, so testing with skill damage is perfect. Okay, yeah, this is perfect setup. Now, I am gaining the War Frenzy buff, which is giving me attack bonus, but it's okay. It is fine. What is the markswoman's active skill damage? 100. What? It's even worse than like white damage. 214. But I'm doing 58. Ah, this white damage is also counter attack damage. So our basic attack is 100. So our skill damage should be like, yeah, 50 something. Oh man, this is gonna be very, very tough. Like, I think we need to do a dueling with higher troop capacity. Because we are trying to pinpoint 0.2% difference, but it's not gonna tell from this small number, right? We need bigger numbers. Yeah, this is very easy, guys. It's very easy to calculate. So Markswoman launched the basic attack, and that basic attack damage was 112. Okay, and because our active skill damage is 100, then we are doing half of this damage as a active skill damage, which should be around 64. And even though we do have bonuses, yeah, 63. Yeah, this... Wait. Not 60... Wait. 112 divided by 2, how much is it? 56. Yeah, 56. 56 damage. And then I do have... I need to increase this by... Hold on a second. I'll show you the... Can I show you my calculator? Yeah, there you go. So we are dividing it by 2. That's 100 damage factor, right? 56. And we need to increase it by 13% if it's acting as a bonus. And that is 63.3, which is exactly the damage that we are seeing in the report right here, right? So yeah, we did calculate the active skill damage. Rise of Kingdoms does have a rounding up, right? So they do round up this number. But the problem here is we are assuming that it's bonus. Now if we assume it's as a different multiplier, then we have to increase this by 12 and then increase it by 1%. That's also 63, right? So with these numbers, it's not really like there's so much minuscule difference that we cannot really identify the difference because it is a very, very small number. So what we need to do is we need to duel with full troops, and hopefully that shows the difference. Hopefully. Oh man, I'm doing very technical stuff right here. Hope you guys are okay with this. I do have one more hit. Like if I increase this one more time and make it 2%, then it will be easier, a little bit easier for me to identify. So let me increase this. Unfortunately, it landed on here. No, man. I don't want to use my reset. It is what it is. Okay, it's fine. It is completely fine. So let's do some full dueling. Yeah, full march.
Sorry, I'm busy now.
Full march. If I do full march, do I need to watch out for the... What do I need to watch out for the... damage formula? Let me just try to think. No, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I think we can calculate it. So what I'm worrying about is, where's my damage formula sheet? Yeah. So in the damage formula, yeah, there you go. Yeah, we do get this kind of scalar, right? But if we keep the troop count under 20,000, we don't really need to worry about this. But above 30,000, we have to start worrying about this. So this might make things a little bit complicated, but considering how skill damage is calculated, I don't think we should be worrying about this. We should be good. We should be good. Let's do the same. I'll bring this guy. All right, go back. In the last report, you didn't incur 1% damage. This percentage should be shown under damage. What? Yeah, this damage was increased by this one, right? So it did proc here. Oh, wait a second. I need to... Oh, yeah, I need to... Oh, yeah, I need to calculate this section. Yeah, you're right. But still, it's 56, so it's not gonna be easy for me to pinpoint, because it's such a small number, right? So let's just do that again. Here we are doing basic attack of 98, right? 98 is 200 damage factor, okay? It's because our basic attack 98. If 98 is 200, then 100 damage factor is half of it. So our 100 damage factor of skill damage supposed to hit by 49, okay? But this is gonna get increased by our wedge. So if we add our wedge 12%, and then if we assume that this 1% is a bonus as well, which is adding on top of that, we are increasing it by 13%, and which means it is 55.4. So here the unit lost 56. It is a rounding up issue. Hold on a second, let me just calculate the other way. So 49. So now we are increasing it by the wage bonus, and then we are increasing it by another 1%. This is a separate multiplier case, right? 55.4. And here markswoman lost 56 units. So it is still very quite tough to distinguish between the difference between these two, right? 55.37 or this 55.4. It's very hard. So let's try to do this testing right here, and hopefully with the bigger number we can actually pinpoint the difference. But thanks, man, you point out the good stuff. I was calculating in the wrong section. So yeah, by the way guys, this white damage you see here is half of them are basic attack, half of them are counter attack when you are dueling. Which means that my basic attack is actually around like 650 damage right here, right? That's 200 damage factor. So each second, if we include our counter attack, this is 400 damage factor of damage taking each second right here. And then we are doing our active skill damage, which is 100 damage factor. So we basically need to divide this number by 4 during the turn. And you see 330 something, right? So that's exactly 1/4 of this white damage. That's how we are calculating. It's very easy. What is the best AA pairing at the moment? All of the pairings works. Herman, YSG, and Zugulian, all of them works. I would recommend Zugulian or Herman mostly, and then use the YSG with Jin Shuhuan. So what kind of troop Vercingetorix is fitting? Infantry. I would still go for like Arthur. You could do infantry. So either it's gonna be infantry or Arthur. Because you do wanna take advantage of that rage reduction effect as well. But then again, you're not really gonna be doing all too much damage. Let's see if this second skill is multiplier or not with this. Hopefully we can pinpoint with this one. Now we have a little bit bigger number. Let's hope. If it's a damage boost, I might trade the ring accessory for the silence accessory. Silent trail. Adele, my guy, you are actually cooking insanely good. What is that thinking, man? I like your thinking. You're absolutely cooking insane. All right, 1% damage increase. Finally procced in turn 139, right? 139, that's absolutely insane. This damage triggered Vercingetorix this effect and increased by 1%. Okay. Increasing the damage by 1%. Alright, alright. Now, here we need to do the calculation. Okay, let's hope that this was enough. Let's hope. Let's clear everything. Can I reset this? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's see. Well, 1%. So launched basic attack 537, right? This is 200 damage factor again. So Markswoman's active skill is only 100 damage factor, so it is gonna be half of it. Very, very easy. So we divide it by 2. So our active skill damage is supposed to be 269 or something like that with the roundup, right? But we have not added the bonuses that we're getting. So this is probably gonna get rounded up to 169. Okay, let's assume that it's 269. Now we increase this by, this is the first assumption, if it's just a simple bonus. I think there's a very high chance that it's different multiplier though. I think there's very high chance. Adele might be correct. So if it's bonus, then 304, which is here is 302. Wait, that doesn't really make sense. Hold on a second. Let me just count. Let me calculate it from here. 303.4. Yeah, the numbers are still very, very close. That it's very hard to it's very hard to determine that. Very, very hard. Maybe I should just taste it with Arthur. I need this effect to proc more and stack more. I need to do that. Guys, I think I'm gonna use my skill reset. I'm just gonna try to, please, second skill. No, I don't wanna. There we go. Wasted 2 resets just to find this. It's okay. So now it's 2%. It's bigger number, and I want this to stack up to 4 times, so it's 8%, right? So now it's gonna be a little bit easier to tell. Now what I will do is, let's try to stack that very, very high. Okay, I am going to use the silence trail on Arthur just to proc that effect like very, very fast. Let's see. %10 combo. Okay. So what I can do is, let me change this. Now I'm not gaining any combo bonus from my armament. I'm only gaining the 10% bonus from here. Combo attack bonus, right? I need to I need to not use any talents. Yes. Okay, so I'm not using any talents. I'm not gaining any other bonuses. Anything from the talents as well. There's only one source of combo bonus, which is this one. Primary commander, I am gaining 10% bonus, but if their troop is attacking a field troop, these bonuses are multiplied by 3. So this is 30% bonus, right? Okay. Let's go all in, man. We need to find that answer. That's what we do. Do I have enough? No, I don't. Wait, no, I still need to use. I still need to use bigger troop capacity. It's very, very tricky to do this, but let's see. Uh, 200,000. Here 5. Let's go here. Look for 3 infantry. What do you think? Sun Tzu Prime, Vercingetorix, Baichi, William Wallace, LC Philip. Now I would include Ivar, and then I would wait for the next upcoming commander. So Ivar is definitely gonna be there. And then since you have Philip, I would just still use Philip and not go for Vercingetorix.
Sorry, I'm busy now.
Okay, let's go back. So if you're running 3 infantry, right, Ivar is definitely gonna be there for 3 infantry. Ivar is extremely good open field there for 3 infantry. Very, very good. So now you have Sun Tzu, Baichi, LC, Ivar, and Philip, right? You already have Philip. And then you, with the 6th commander, you are just waiting for the upcoming infantry. I wouldn't go for Vercingetorix. Alright, so now the effects should get stacked very, very fast, very, very quickly. So we can look at the stuff when we have the max stack, which is 4 stacks of 2, that is 8%. Wasted 2 resets for the community right there. Yeah, we need some answers, man. We need some answers. We need to crack open this Vercingetorix and like fully understand this guy. Yeah, most likely the second skill is actually separate multiplier, I think. That is why Vercingetorix was doing really, really good in duels. He was shielding himself, and then the second skill was actually multiplier, which was quite impactful. And not to mention that, you know, the test was done in Ark of Osiris, so if it's separate multiplier, then it's even having bigger impact, right? Alright. Man, today I'm gaining a lot of KP. In the name of science and testing. Okay, 2%. So this should have... No, it did not stack. Okay, it only max stacked 4%. It only max stacked 4%, unfortunately. So we need to take a look into this, and hopefully these numbers will tell us something. Guys, I need to go restroom. I'll be right back. Real quick, bear a bit. I'm back. All right, time to pull out the calculator. Okay. This is 1400 damage factor, right? Combo damage, Excalibur. Damage factor 1400. So let's see. I launched basic attack and then it lost 812 units, right? 812 units is 200 damage factor. Again, this is basic attack. And because this is 1400, that means we basically need to multiply this 7 times. This is 1400 damage factor. And we do have 30% of combo damage bonus, right? So 30% combo damage bonus. So we need to multiply this by 30%, which is 1.3. But if this 4% is acting as a bonus, we need to add that. So if it's bonus and it's like casually adding up, it's 1.34. So let's check out the number. 7,616. It's still more than this though. It's why it's getting more than this. I don't like this, man. It's probably something to do with the It's probably something to do with the unit capacity. Yeah, the unit capacity is acting up here, man. Unfortunately, the unit capacity is acting up. So it's more number, so I don't like it. It's not really telling us anything. Five, 6, 4. So the other one is we think that it's separate multiplier, right? So if we do this, it's even more number. But in both cases, the actual damage was less, right? I think the troop capacity difference is acting up. We need to do it under 20k. Man, we just need to do this under 20k. We gotta do this test again, but we need to do this under 20k troops. Yeah, I think the troop capacity is affecting the damage. The scalar, right? In the damage formula, it's quite confusing. All right, so 20,000. Oh, no, wait. Okay. I am gaining 5% more normal damage from here as well, though. Wait a second, let me just check. 50 rage. Okay, it does say appear in the normal damage 5% here as well, right? It does appear. But this 4% did not appear in the buffs section. It's only appearing in the reports. Alright, I see. We can still do this. This is our last hope, man. Hopefully the damage is gonna make enough difference for us to pinpoint. We need to do it with 20k troops. Yeah, 20k. Yeah, we need to do it with 20k. Let's go back. Chef, when it comes to two best infantry march, what do you think? Who do you suggest to run? Right now, the two best infantry option is Sun Tzu Prime, Ivar, or William Wallace, and then by Chelsea. Those are the options. But in 5 months, we are gonna be getting another new guy, and that guy probably gonna be in the mix. As for now, Sun Tzu Prime, Ivar, or William Wallace, and by Chelsea. I'm also need to use the same troop type, right? Even if I'm using the markswoman, which is archer commander, I need to use same troop type, because we know that, for example, cavalry counters archers, right? Cavalry counters archers, and how they counter is in the back coding in the damage formula. Cavalry automatically deals 5% more damage to archers, and then take 5% less damage from archers. That's automatically happening in the back end. It is not bonus. It's not bonus, and it's not a boost. It's just 5% difference there, which is why when we are doing this, we need to use the same troops just to eliminate that factor, right? I don't want to hurt my head trying to calculate that 5% difference as well. Okay, please give me a good number for us to pinpoint this. After new commander, do you think Ivar will be still in 3 infantry? Yes, Ivar still will be in 3 infantry march setup. Ivar is just good. For 3 infantry, Ivar is gonna be here for another 2 years, maybe even 3 years. Ivar's still gonna be here for 3. He's very, very good. Not as good as Baichi Liu Che, but he's quite good. He offers quite good stuff. All right, here we go. 2%. Yeah, 2% was stacked and turn 10. Do we have 4%? No, we don't. It only stacked one time, unfortunately. Let's try to see if this is gonna make difference. We can do this test again. We need to have this effect stack quite a bit though, 4 or 5. I think I might need to do this with Baichi though, because this 100 rage loss, right? It depends on Arthur's the instant proc. lost 100 rage. Yeah, I'm losing 100 rage. Yeah, this guy only yeah, this effect procced on turn 21, right? Which is why the effect only happened here. Where is that? 2%. Turn 10. Wait. Aha. I see, man. So the domination effect, right? Where is that? Yeah. So your skill, combo, and smite damage is getting increased by percentage for 5 seconds. But if you do not do any direct combo or smite damage in duration of this 5 seconds window, then this buff is basically lost. It's not like it's not good. Which is why when we are looking at this, so we're only seeing like a couple of instances where we did gain the buff while we were casting our skill. I see. The damage bonus, right? The like combo damage bonus, this was triggering, but Arthur was just not taking advantage of it just because it was not casting the skill during that damage increase. So now we know that even if I am increasing my direct combo and smite damage dealt for 5 seconds, right? And it can stack up to 4 times. If I am not doing this type of damage during this buff window, then it's just useless. This is one of the disadvantages of Vercingetorix, I think. We are not stacking this buff enough so that it goes after 4 stacks. It's not being enough. And Vercingetorix is not doing direct damage, combo, or smite damage enough to take advantage of this as well. So this is, I don't think this is a good news, but let's see. Let's pull out the calculator. Let's see if we can find the answer here. So Arthur launched a basic attack and 189 troops is lost during that time, right? So this is 200 damage factor. Now, if we multiply this by 7, this is 1400 damage factor, right? Is Excalibur, 1400 damage factor. It's 7 times more than 200. Now, the actual damage is 1700, but our calculation is 1300. This means that now we need to include the bonuses. So if this 2%, so we already have 30% combo attack bonus, right, from Arthur's skill. If this 2% is also a bonus, then it's total of 32%. So we're multiplying it by 1.32. Please give me a number that is less than 1734. No, it's still more. Oh, wait. If it's separate multiplier, it's 1754. If it's not, it's 1746. So there's only 8 damage difference, but here we 1734. Why did we get 1734? Let me read the chat. And I've been yapping with myself way too much. Let's see. Oh, hold on a second. Where is my freaking let's read the text. Where's my William Wallace? So in the reports, so this dealing 2% more damage right here, it doesn't appear in the buff sections. It appears separately in the report, and it says this damage increasing the damage by 2% here. Let's see the case is same with William Wallace. Let's see this case is same with William Wallace. You see, William Wallace's this third skill, right? This skill is separate multiplier, and this was quite easy for us to pinpoint if it was separate multiplier or not, because it was such a big number. When he's maxed, 40% is very big number that it was very easy for us to calculate if it was actually a separate multiplier or it was just bonus. The problem that we are having with Vercingetorix is that number is so small. This number is so small that it's being very hard for us to actually pinpoint this, unless this actually stacks up to 4 times and we have this, like, it stacks up to like 20%, right? That is gonna be quite easy. But other than that, it's just being so much hard for us to calculate. And I don't want to use my golden heads to max his second skill. That's absolutely no for me. Can you calculate my electricity bill? After new commander, do you think Ivar will be still 3 infantry? Same goes William Wallace. So Sun Tzu, Baichi, LC, Ivar, William Wallace, and the new guy. For 3 infantry March setup, William Wallace is still gonna be here for 3. He's still gonna be here for like 2 years. Same goes with Ivar, 2 years. Ivar might be even like 3 years. All right. So we are looking for 20%. Aha. Guys, the second skill might be actually separate multiplier. I think Adele is correct. But then again, I failed to actually calculate this, because the number is such a small number that it was very hard for me to calculate it. I'm failing to do that because the number is such a small. And in Rise of Kingdoms, there is a lot of rounding ups that they do, right? Like they round up these numbers. And that is still a mystery that how it like actually rounds up and when. The current damage formula is not 100% accurate, right? It is 99.9% accurate. So there is still 0.1% error in there. And if we are including that 0.1% error, and then we're trying to pinpoint that 0.2% increase, right? That minuscule 2% increase, it's just, I think it's quite tough. But with this, look at this. If the damage factor, yeah, this skill is, the third skill is actually a separate multiplier. So the text is exactly the same as Vercingetorix's text. 4%. No, 2%. It's exactly the same. I think this is a separate multiplier. Highly likely chance. Very, very highly likely. If there is a... I think I need to get some help from Spica as well. Highly likely the case. Wait a second. I wonder if Spica is actually online. No, hold on a second. Spica. Yo, where's Spica? Give me a second. I will just send a message to Spica. There you go. Yo, bro. Did you test Verci's second skill? The damage increase stack? Is it separate multiplier like William Wallace's third skill? That might highly the case. I tried to reverse calculate it, but because my Verci is only 1200. Quite tough for me to pinpoint the 2%, pinpoint the damage. Although in the report the text is exactly the same as William Wallace's third skill text. Alright, let's see if Spica actually tested it or not. Usually Spica is testing this kind of stuff, and he is having the answer. Yo, Nice, what's up, man? What's up? Long time no see. Seven Hell, what's up? What's up? Don't forget to like the stream. Yeah, guys, don't forget to like the stream, and if you're new to the channel, also subscribe. Yo, guys, by the way, I announced it in my last video, but guys, on 12th of July, which is next upcoming Sunday, right? Upcoming Sunday, 12th of July, we are gonna be doing the Fixed This live stream. It is about time. It is about time. So make sure to make your player card. Where is it? I'll show you. Wait. Wait a second. I made my player card in MetaRock and it just disappeared. Which did I log in? I'm sure I logged in with my Discord. No! What? Where is my player card link? Just give me a second, you guys. What? Man, I think the player card has been wiped out from the MetaRock. Cortex did something. See? In the MetaRock, I should have my player card, but it no longer exists. Oh no, man. I took my time to make my player card, but it's no longer there. Cortex! But yeah, you need to have your player card, and we shall do the second episode of Fix This live stream, guys. Stay tuned for that. I will be making like official announcement as a post in the YouTube in like maybe 2-3 days prior. We shall see. I have a question. I'm sorry, it's not connected with the topic, but I must know something. If the time of the exchange shop of the legendary chest is over, will I lose all my coins? Aha. You mean this? You mean this? Yeah, I think you will lose your coin. I think you will lose your coin. I think whenever this refreshes is done, you lose this coin. I think you will lose. I never noticed it, but I think you lose. I think you lose. How's he looking overall? Good, good. What about you, chef? I'm good, man. Verci is okay, man. He's just okay. He's not like a must-have guy. He's not game breaking. If you're running 7 March and you wanna make your 7th March as a support March, then yeah, Verci could definitely be the case. Other than that, if you already have Philip, I wouldn't like go for him. He's not gonna be like insane upgrade. You will not lose coins. You don't lose the coins. It's the item refreshes. Oh, okay. Okay. You keep then they carry over. I see. Okay. I thought you lose the coins. So, according to the chat, you don't lose this. I've never noticed this, honestly. I have 50 coins. I don't know when I got this 50 coins. Not sure. For me, the shop is gonna refresh in 53 days. Oh no! Oh no, guys! I wanted to enjoy the Shadow Legion event on my restart account with you guys, because this guy is my trap account city type of thing, right? Oh man, I just wanted to experience this. But the event ended like... Did I... Yeah, it was very easy peasy for me. Oh man, did someone... Yeah, I did get reinforced. Man, I just... Guys, I wanted to see this, but because we were so busy calculating the stuff, I forgot about this. Did I even get enough points? Yeah, at least I got enough individual points for the max reward. Oh man, I wanted to see this, man. Yeah, guys, like this is my trap account. This is my gear. I'm about to enter my KVK2, and this is my gear. I can craft more leadership, but I'm just waiting for Alliance Mobilization event. This guy is my primary guy, and this is my... this is my armament. Again, it's insane, KK2, and my YSG's expertise. So my city garrison is having Caesar primary and YSG secondary. I'm absolutely gonna destroy anyone who is trying to swarm me. Absolutely destroy. Yes, I am only 22 million power. I'm only, right? But do not be deceived by my power. Do not. Because I have a feeling that even if there's a whale that has a fully tier 5 and fully legendary gear guy who's trying to swarm me in KK2, he's gonna regret the choices of swarming me. Because I'm absolutely gonna destroy anyone who's trying to swarm me, even if that guy is whale. I'm 100% confident. Look at this. My economy tree is empty. But look at my military tech. The big 3 is done. I'm working on this. As soon as I enter KK2, I will push this even more, so I will be very, very close to having tier 5 tech with only 20 something million power. So that's gonna be fun. But yeah, we missed this. Yeah. Well, it was easy peasy. Like, there was nothing for us to... We did not lose that much troops, man. Yeah, very easy. Ooh. Our YSG skill damage hit for 220,000. 184. It is what it is. It is what it is. It's okay. It is completely fine. Let's send out some forts. Let's go back. Alright, I think we pretty much understood Vercingetorix. I think we pretty much understood how he is working. Do you guys have any like idea or comments? The key mechanics that I wanted to understand was this one. So we understood this. There's only one like a question mark, that is, this is very highly likely chance that this is a separate multiplier. I think that is the case. It was very quite tough for us to... Yo, what is that? Yo, grow me the green, thank you for... I have no idea what is that. That's the first time I'm getting this, but appreciate you, man. What is that? Appreciate sending DJ Cat. Yeah, this is very, very highly likely the chance that this is a separate multiplier, but we also found a weakness on this. Yes, you might be able to stack this, or you might be able to get like 1 or 2 stacks, right? Especially on open field. It's gonna be quite hard to stack this on open field, but like if you, let's say if you stack it 2 times, right, and you gain 10% damage multiplier, but then again it's only like 5 seconds of window, so it's gonna be quite hard to take advantage of this because your active skill also has to hit during this buff window, and it's not gonna happen that often, unfortunately. Do you think Verci will be canyon meta? I think so. Verci is gonna be in the canyon for sure. Yeah, he's shielding, he is given attack bonus, which is quite unique, so he should be there. I'm not sure if he's gonna be like insanely good, like different or not, but I can see some potential for Canyon. So he's only 7 marches. Yeah, he's only 7, minimum 6. And he is a support march. He's now never gonna be like a true damage dealer march, right? He did perform good in duels according to some tests, but then again, open field is quite different story, right? So that is that. I don't know, but it's cool as hell. First I ever saw it. Yeah, that's first day I ever saw it myself. I had no idea that it exists on my channel. Everyone should play smart, like Velik says. Patience is key. Indeed, patience is key. There is no reason to rush in the Rise of Kingdoms. Wait for field reports and ball. Yeah, that's actually also true as well. According to our theory crafting, he's nothing gonna be like absolutely special. He is gonna be quite good. A support march, but only for 6th and 7th. That's what I think. I will be making a video about Vercingetorix maybe tomorrow, and the video is gonna be get posted like in 1 or 2 days later. I will explain exactly how everything works, right? I will explain this damage factor as well, this mighty shield, what this means. I haven't talked about this during live stream, but in the video I will explain like exactly what this means. And we cracked this open, we know what this means, and these are okay. I'm still waiting for your calculation on Versi, because right now I'm not satisfied with HQ Arthur's performance. Yo, so do not invest into Vercingetorix into your main march. Okay, so even if I do the calculation, he's not gonna be in the main like a cavalry march. Yeah, if you have one cavalry march, currently it's Arthur Achilles, or if you're only running HQ Arthur right now, then I suggest you to wait for like 1 or 2 months, because we are going to be getting a new cavalry commander. So Vercingetorix is never going to be in one cavalry setup. He is never going to be in 2 cavalry setup very soon, in 1 or 2 months, right? When we get the new cavalry guy. Probably it's 2 months. Maybe even 3 months or something like that. So he's only there for support march as a 7th march. I saw School testing Sun Tzu Prime Vercingetorix against Sun Tzu Wallace, and Sun Tzu Vercingetorix destroyed the Wallace duo. That is most likely the case because Versi was shielding quite a lot. Versi was shielding quite a lot, and Versi was giving myself 30% attack, right, for 5 seconds. So all of the buff durations was enough to defeat William Wallace, I think, in a duel. But in open field, it is gonna be a little bit different for sure. You think Ragnar could work with Vercingetorix in some way? Ragnar Prime? You mean regular Ragnar or Ragnar Prime? I mean, there's like not really that much specific synergy going on there, like, right? I don't think there's like a magic synergy right there. It's just okay. I mean, yeah, if you put them, they will still walk on the open field, but I don't think they will do magic, I think, unless I'm missing something. I really do think I should retire my 2nd Infantry March since I was not planning for Pincer 2 in August before Delta 2. If your equipment is decent enough, I think it's okay. I think you can run your 2nd Infantry. It should be fine. I mean, just like the Wage 2, you can just gain more smite damage. That's most likely the case, and then you can just use the legendary or other inscriptions in the Pincer 2 slot, right, without converting them. And once the new formation comes in, we will do the calculation as usual, and we will determine which inscriptions are worth converting. I do have 38 stones, but I have 2 Pincer Marches. I don't think it's gonna be enough. Let's see. 10. Toppler is insanely good though. It's just very hard to top Toppler. Airtight I don't think it's gonna be worth transferring, like converting this. We'll see, man. Toppler is insanely good. I don't think they will give us better inscription than Toppler. Maybe they do, but it's like the idea is it's so hard to beat Toppler. Toppler is insanely good. Demolisher is also insanely good. Unfortunately, I do not have Demolisher myself, but Demolisher is insanely good as well. This guy is insanely good. So I do have like, okay, so here I'm looking at, let's say I'm converting everything, so 23 stones. And I don't think I have legendaries here. Yeah, so 29 maximum. So like in stone department, I'm good in conversion stones. But in future, I gotta take an expectation of Delta. Yo, wait a second. I need to set this back. Is this my Delta? Oh no, I did not mean to save that. No, yeah, this is my Delta. Let me just save it here. There we go. Yeah, I don't have legendary on my Delta as well, so it's less costly for me. But yeah, if your equipment is decent enough, I don't think you need to bench it. Armament is okay, man. If you have like half decent armament, you will do okay. Decent stat, decent, like, you don't have to have like full legendary and stuff. That's what I think. Zion, welcome to Kitchen Crew. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for becoming the member of the channel and supporting. Both of them. Yeah, I don't really see a special magic synergy with Ragnar though. Do you have something in mind? I don't really see the special magic. Unless I hear something today that changes my mind, I'm gonna run him with Bai Chi. Zion, let's see who... you mean you already maxed Vercingetorix? Zion. For pure infantry, what do you personally think about Vercingetorix? How many marches you're running, Kuru Karatman? How many infantry you're running? Like, if you're going crazy, right? If you're going crazy running 4 infantry march or something like that, then Philip is definitely gonna be there. Vercingetorix is, could be there. And also Hector is gonna be there. CJ is gonna be there. But still, I still do think that Verci is like a 7th march, support march though. I have Sun Tzu Prime by Chi Luce bar. In 2 march setup, there is no place for Vercingetorix. There's no place. Poplar is great, but based on Bai Chi, Sun Tzu Prime don't AoE cast effect. Yeah. True that. Thanks for your answer. I will wait for the next cavalry to accompany after. My first cavalry is Achilles Kankanchan. Okay, that's actually good decision, man. Just wait, and then your next investment is new cavalry with Arthur. That's good. Which is better, Sun Tzu Prime Liu Che or Sun Tzu Prime Bai Chi? They're equally good. They actually produce exactly the same report on open field. They're like the same level. Sun Tzu Prime Liu Che, Sun Tzu Prime Bai Chi, they're the same. So the preference comes, like, I do value Liu Che a little bit more because they produce exactly the same report. I want to have the extra march speed reduction here. I value Liu Che more than Bai Chi. But in terms of report, they produce exactly the same. Vercingetorix produce from expired shield rage even for self. I don't think that is the case. We tested that. I don't think... Yeah, the shield expiry, it wasn't working. We tested that, guys. So I think the text changed a bit. Let me try to find the initial, where's my Vercingetorix stuff. The text actually changed. They nerfed Vercingetorix before they introduced him. They nerfed him. I did notice the text got changed a bit, guys. Let me just show you, okay? Here's the original text. If I remember correctly, where is that? Oh no, no. It is the same. Yeah, so here it says if the shield is broken, right? If it's not broken, if it just expires, then you are not gaining this rage. Yeah, so the shield has to get broken. The shield has to get broken to gain this effect. Yo, maybe you run 1-5-5-1-5. That's gonna be stupid, man. You're losing just too much. I will run Sun Tzu Ivar too. Is it similar to secondary Bai Chi? Sun Tzu Ivar is a little bit weaker than Sun Tzu Bai Chi. Sun Tzu Ivar is a little bit weaker. But if you're running Sun Tzu Ivar by Chelsea, that is overall too good march. What is the best infantry march right now? Single best infantry march, of course, Sun Tzu Prime, and I prefer Liu Che, again with the slow effect. But Sun Tzu Prime Bai Chi or Sun Tzu Prime Liu Che, they produce exactly the same report. Sun Tzu Ivar Bai Chi Vercingetorix, and I guess Scipio Liu is what I'm running. So you are playing 3 infantry march. Man, Zion, I would highly suggest that you maybe wait for some KK reports. Maybe wait. I don't think, like, yeah, Bai Chi Versi, they do have some synergy, but I don't think they're gonna like be producing crazy report. I don't think they're gonna be producing crazy report. But who knows? Who knows? If you do, you already have like 3 equipment. You already running 3 infantry with 3 full equipment. I gotta run Philip with Arthur now. Man, if you already have Philip, no need for Vercingetorix, my guy. If you are getting Vercingetorix for free from MGE, then that's no problem, man. But if you already have Philip, then just run Philip in the infantry and wait for the cavalry release. No need to force your way, including Vercingetorix within your marches. I don't think that's good. At least, you know, I highly suggest you just wait for KK reports. I don't think Vercingetorix is gonna produce crazy reports. Sun Tzu Ivar is cooking. Indeed, Sun Tzu Ivar is great. Very, very great. Place the toppler on the 2nd infantry. Oh, that's actually good suggestion. I should actually do that. I actually should and could do that. I could actually do that. I run Bai Chi, Liu Che, Sun Tzu, William Wallace, Arthur Hector, Chen Huan Zugul, and I have a spare infantry equipment set. What do you think my next step should be? So your next step is pinching your Hector and then investing into new cavalry, which is gonna be coming very soon. Hopefully that guy is like insane. But that is your very next step. Your second step, with the introduction of another new infantry, which is in 5 months, January of 2027, you could build your 3rd infantry march. So that guy is gonna include the new guy plus Ivar. plus Ivar from MG. So no Philip, no Vercingetorix in the lineup. So 3 infantry, 1 cavalry, 1 archer. That's what I would suggest. Don't force your way to investing into Vercingetorix, you guys. Just wait. Just wait. Shouldn't the shield be broken frequently? Yes, the shield most likely is gonna get broken frequently though. So yes, but he said expired, so the expiry is no longer is not there, but shield is gonna get broken, and it's gonna get broken quite often on the field. Yo, cheers, what's up, man? Where are you at with Versi? I'm thinking Versi is for 7th or 6th March as a support March. I still think that he is very specific investment. In my opinion, if you already have Philip as your buffing March, then I don't think you need to like invest into Vercingetorix. He's okay, he's okay. And we already have 2 good infantry march. We gonna have soon very good 2 archer march, and also soon very good cavalry march. So he's not like, yeah, he's like 7th, 6th or 7th with the echelon formation with civilized inscription. It seems like the combo of Philip plus Versi Murder Ball was weighted their favor. So yeah, I also got a comment. I think I addressed that in the weekly episode of Ask Philip, right? Someone said that the combination of Philip and Versi pairing like a pure support march as a 5th march was contributing enough to make the other 4 marches perform quite well. And he was doing the testing on the Murder Ball tester. Now, on open field, I don't think that's gonna be the case on open field, because all of these buffs we see here, Philip buff, right? Philip buff and the attack buff and everything has a buff window duration. So when you are dueling 5 versus 5, you are benefiting from this buff 100% of the time. You are not wasting it. But on open field, you are gonna waste half of it. So the story is gonna be a little bit different. That is why Philip and Vercingetorix as a pure buffing march appears to be like buffing insanely good in 5 versus 5. Which he's probably gonna be good in Kenyan with that matter, right? It's same. But field, we gotta consider that we will be losing, like we are gonna be missing these buff windows here and there. You think it's best with Echelon, Cavs, Infantry, Pincer? I think he is a support guy, and I think he is fit for Echelon with Civilized. In terms of troop types, I like have combo commanders as a pairing. Just because combos are proccing all of the effects faster, right? So combo commanders is the best candidate for Echelon user. So maybe like what I'm thinking is Arthur and Versi, right? But with Echelon formation as a 7th march. But then again, we don't have enough combo commanders, right? So like rationing our Arthur to 7th march being a support commander is a little bit hard trade-off, I would say. We're missing quite a bit of amount of combo commanders, but in future maybe. He needs to be insane or we're cooked for the next 6 months. You mean the new Cav guy? Yeah, he needs to be quite powerful. Hopefully that's gonna be the case. Also in the Arthur Versi March, but then I tested it, it wasn't amazing. I watched the video, man. I watched your video. And yeah, as I watched, you said it wasn't that great. But I still think that as an echelon formation, Arthur Versi. I think the reason why Arthur Vercingetorix did not perform all too well is because, yes, even though you are proccing this bonus, the Arthur's damage was missing this buff window. As we just tested that here, we were quite surprised that the domination effect, right? Here in the report it says the domination effect. So the domination effect is increasing the damage, but the actual damage increase was very, very rare. Because the buff is 5 seconds, you trigger this effect and then within the 5 seconds, Arthur's damage has to hit in order to have it damage increased, right? So it was missing quite a bit amount of times. Like, look at this. Here, turn 19. Wait. Yeah, the first one overlapped on turn 19, and then the second one turned 29, and then turned 46. So the entirety of like 50 turns of dueling, there was only 3 instances where your active skill damage, actually this one is not even the active skill damage, it's the instant proc damage, right? Overlapped with the buff window. This was again the dueling scenario. And I was testing that with Silent Trail to proc that effect much more often. So yeah, this looks good on paper, but we were just missing the buff window. We were just missing the buff window. I mean, if I max the skill, I am gonna be reducing more rage, right? So this is gonna proc even more often, but still we might be missing some windows, I think. I like the idea of echelon formation on that. Yeah, guys, I'm revealing my secret weapon. Okay, it's still 30 crafting, but as your buffing march, you could do it either or as your 6th march or 7th march. 7th is recommended, but 6th march you can do it. 5th march, no, don't go for buffing march as a 5th march. It's not gonna work. Just run the best meta commanders, right? And as your buffing march, I'm kind of liking combo commanders, because you are running your buffing march is gonna be running this horn and drums. Drums is gonna give a rage plus civilize. It's gonna proc civilized as well. And then because combo procs drums much more often, then it's gonna just give more rage. So the buffing march is either gonna be Arthur with Vercingetorix or Achilles with Philip. Both of them much good option. I feel like Achilles and Philip is gonna be beast, and that's what I'm gonna be doing. Hey bro, would Silent Trail on 2 combo march be strong in swarming situation? Would it actually impact the rage gain? That's a good question. I think it will certainly impact the rage gain, but I am not too sure if it's gonna be enough to like reduce 1 entire second. I'm not too sure. Calculation needs to be done there. Calculation needs to be done. Abu Jabara, good evening. For 3 infantry sets, should I make Horn Ring for all of them, or can I make Silent Trail for Liu Jie March? I think you should just go for Horn and Ring. Silent Trail does seem to be kind of like cheeky and sneaky thing to do, right? But we gotta remember that Silent Trail is an epic accessory that doesn't give any awaken stats. The legendary is giving us a lot of awaken stuff that it's just gonna become, it's just way much better. Achilles with Philip. Yeah, Achilles with Philip is actually sounding insane with Echelon formation, right? Guys, Achilles needs a tanky stat, right? Achilles needs a tanky stats in order to cast this skill much more often and such, right? Achilles really enjoys tanky stuff. Cavalry gear is quite tanky, it's good, right? A lot of HP and stuff. But if you notice, Echelon formation is very tanky formation. It's very tanky. Okay, so the first is rage gain speed, so it's okay. Loaded, skill damage resistance. Civilized, 5% counter damage resistance. Fixed, 8% normal damage resistance. So you are basically gaining a lot of damage resistance to a lot of types. So it's quite tanky. Dude, is that the new support meta? Man, that's the secret weapon, man. So yeah, I'm revealing my secret. I am gonna be making my 6th March. And my 6th March is going to be Achilles with Philip with Echelon formation. And I am gonna be using my Arthur March as a Delta, and I will be pairing my Arthur with the new upcoming guy. So that is what I'm planning. For that, I need to craft 1 entire cavalry set, which I'm collecting my materials, so we shall do that. If I have 2 infantry set, should I dismantle leadership piece for 4 infantry set for March speed bonus? I do recommend the for March speed bonus, but I don't think you need to dismantle the leadership. You can salvage it for archer set, for your future archer set, or even for your city defense. I don't think you need to dismantle it, but it is kind of worth to gain that extra 10% march speed in sacrifice for some legendary materials, right? But it depends on like how far you're critted or if they can do. It depends. I just saw a Chiz video. Do you think Sensu Prime Versa will be a real thing in the Murder Ball on open field? No, I don't think so. I don't think they're gonna be that great. Again, Versi is a support guy, so I highly doubt that it's gonna be the case. Well, anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. It was nice chatting with you guys. I think it's about time for me to end the stream. Let's see who else is streaming so that I can send you guys over to have some fun and spend your Sunday much more fun. Hey, Chad is streaming. Let's raid Chad. Chad is testing Versi, so let's raid him. Guys, continue having fun with the Vercingetorix in the chat live stream. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.